Hello and welcome back to Golfing Made Simple, an endless journey to discover simple truths in golf and life. All right, today we have a special guest here with us. We have Paul, a fellow golf enthusiast, and he's going to help us demonstrate a few things relative to today's lesson.
Thank you.
Welcome, Paul.
Nice to see you.
All right, so we've gone through a lot of the fundamentals, from the grip to the setup position to the pre-shot routine, and then last episode we started the backswing. And we started the backswing with the single piece takeaway, turning and rotating that body. All right, now from there can be a lot of variations. And before we get into the details and all the possible ways to complete that backswing, we're going to talk about why we get into a lot of differences now. We started with a lot of fundamentals that are in essence pretty much the same, but as we move forward, we're going to get into a lot of intricacies and differences that are unique person by person. So Paul and I here are similar in a lot of ways and different in a lot of ways. One way we're different is height. I'm abnormally tall, and because of that, we're going to have different swings. We're going to have different swing planes. And a quick example here. This angle here is set up to the way I would hold this club, okay? And I would be, in essence, on this same plane here. Now, if Paul sets up with his 7-iron, all right, you can see that's noticeably different. See how that angle is nowhere near this? It's a totally different angle. So, what that means is you can't necessarily copy one person's swing, because you may be totally different and you may need a totally different swing plane and all sorts of other unique circumstances that will help you be the best golfer you can possibly be. So we'll get into those details. But today I wanted to focus on not only the physical differences that we have, but also the personality issues that we have. Took me a long time to realize how similar golf is to life. And when I started playing a lot of golf, I would find that I would miss my putts short, as Paul can tell you, all the time. Always miss them short, right, Paul?
Oh yeah, absolutely, every time.
Always miss them short, even the approach shots, short to the green. Now, why am I always missing it short? And then it dawned on me that it's really a personality issue. I'm a very careful, cautious person, and my tendency was to not take a risk into some unforeseen territory. I didn't want to hit over the green or what have you, so I was very cautious and very careful. Now, Paul, how would you describe your play?
Not afraid of risk.
So, would you be more likely to hit the ball short of the green or over the green?
Over the green, for sure.
Okay, so Paul is more likely to hit it over the green, and neither way is better or worse, but we've got to be aware of that when we're playing golf. We've got to know, hey, I've got to hit this shot and I've got to make sure I get it up to the hole, because maybe there's trouble in the front and it's fine to be back deep. And I've got to fight my tendency to be too careful. And Paul, you got to fight your tendency to maybe take too much of a risk.
Yes,
maybe you're winning by 2 strokes and you're on the last hole, and maybe you don't need to go for that par 5 or 2. So go ahead. I don't want to cut him off. I'm doing all the talking. But anyway, so if you're on that 18th hole, what would be your natural tendency on that second shot?
Oh, go for it. Go as hard as I can right for it. And don't do the safe shot at all.
Okay, and that might be the appropriate shot, but you got to think that through and think, is this the best thing for me? And then not only on your course management, but in your swing in general, I found that for me, I can be overly analytical and real anxious about things and get tight. And when I have that anxiety, I get tight and my swing falls apart. And I may think, oh, well, boy, this is because I didn't make the right turn, or I didn't do this or that relative to swing mechanics. And it's really not the swing mechanics. It's right here, it's the anxiety tensing me up and that's causing the bad swing mechanics. So I have to really watch for that kind of thing. So Paul, I don't know, talk about patience a little bit. Do you get upset if you hit a bad shot?
I get extremely upset, and I can't focus on anything else about that last shot. So patience is not a virtue of mine necessarily, especially not on the golf course.
And that's something that you have to know. One person gave me great advice, said, what's the best tip in golf? And he said, don't hit two bad shots in a row. And that's, again, a mental thing. It's not a fundamental swing flaw you've got. It's you're mad about that last bad shot, you're thinking about it, and it's changing your swing mechanics.
Absolutely. Yep.
So let's think about our unique physical abilities and also what our personalities are, and help us use that out on the golf course to play the best golf we can. And thanks for joining us, and thanks for being with us, Paul.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.